Who Dat Comics and Movies coming at you with my top 10 and also a few honorable mention list of 2018. So doing this very quickly, gonna do knock this out. And these are my honorable mentions for 2018. So if you can see that, let's see. We got X-Men 94, Fantastic Four 48, ASM 4, 9, 13, and 1. Those are my honorable mention ones. Those are the ones, if I see a good deal on them, I'm not going to pass them up and pick those up. I would love to get maybe all of the Spider-Man villains, major ones. I sold my 13. Definitely want to get it back, another one back. So probably do that with the 215s I got. But what's up, Brian? Um, so those are my honorable mention ones. I have a few others that are honorable mention. I didn't write them down, but I know them when I see them, like Silver Surfer 4, like Fantastic Four 49, 52, stuff like that. If I see them at those good prices, I'm gonna get those. But we're gonna go. I actually got I don't have a top 10. I have a top 11. And these are just, like I said, it's a wish list, ones I would love to have. So, and I had this list kind of like crumpled up in my work jacket. So, what I'll do is, I'll fold it this way. I'll show the top, I'll show 11 through 5, or 5 through 11. Then I'll show the last, and try to go slower with the last four. But, definitely, these are like really not in any order besides the last two, number one and number two. Like 3 through 11 are not in any kind of order. It's just that ones I wish to get this year. But here is the list. So you got, Tales to Astonish 27, first Ant-Man. We have Strange Tales 110, first Doctor Strange. You got Fantastic Four 12, Thing and Hulk battle, first battle. And you got Amazing Spider-Man 3, first Doc Ock. I really love that cover. X-Men 1, as I said, it's not really any order because X-Men 1 would be probably number 3 on my list if I was doing it in order. So X-Men 1 definitely want. Silver Surfer 1, never had one of those. Journey and Mystery 83. I'm like kind of like so. If I can get one for a decent price, I'm definitely gonna go into. It's not really. I wouldn't say a lot of big boy books. Only the Journey and Mystery and X-Men 1. Those are the other. I would say the other ones are pricey, but they shouldn't be big boys. They should fall in price like the other ones I said. But those two, I can see you saying that. But that's why I say it's called a wish list. They say a wish. This is my wish list. So definitely want to get the Fantastic Four 12 before Hulk. For the Thing and shows up and battles the Hulk. Yep, the Saints are big boys. ASM 3 depends on the seller. You might be able to find it. Doctor Strange, first Doctor Strange has been falling, so I might be able to get that for a reasonable price. I saw a few at the con, wasn't really willing to pull the trigger on. And the first Ant-Man, you just got to keep your eyes open because those two are kind of pricey, but you might find the right person that sell it either at or below GPA, which is good. I would more rather below. So those are my wish lists. And let's see if I can show maybe. Let's do 4, and then 4, Hulk 181. Definitely would love to get another Hulk 181. I've had 6.0s, 6.5s. I have 7.0s. I really want a 7.5. That's my range, but the price has been going up so crazy. So if I just get lucky, then I'll get one. But I would love a 7.5 or higher. The higher would probably be better because that slowly has been increasing. But the 7.5s and lower have been just going crazy. So maybe after looking at an 8 or 8.5 and just put my money into it because since those have slow increases, they'd probably be more feasible. But Hulk 181 is definitely number 4. like I said, the only the top two are like in order that I would love to get. You have a mid grade X giant size, and I don't have a mid. I have a near mint one. I have a 9.0. I have a 9.0 of the giant size X-Men. Next one would be, I don't know if you can see it, Amazing Spider-Man 14. First Green Goblin. They had one at the con. Was actually at a good price for the grade. I think it was right at GPA. And I could have bought it because I had the money. They had a 7.5. I just didn't like. I didn't care for the page quality. It was cream to off-white pages. If it would have been just off-white pages, I think I would have just pulled the trigger and got it. Because those in it, and then 7.0 to higher, like those prices are not too crazy. They're high. $2,000 is a lot of money. But to me, first Green Goblin, first Spider-Man Hulk meetup. To me, that book should be a lot more at a 7.5 than that price, but that's just my opinion. Maybe because I like the character and the villain on that. Now, these two are the real big boy players, the last two. So that's why I call this my wish list, because if I get one or two off of this list in 2018 and I don't get anything else, I would call it a success. You'll notice I don't have Amazing Fantasy 15 on there. I'll tell you right now, the last two LFFs. I don't have that on book on here, which it would be a wish list. It would be on my wish list, but that's few and far between. I definitely would wish, that I can get that book. What's up, Count? But that one's a little bit more pricey out of my, I would say, maybe future, but this one I can see if I can. It's hard to find it, but I know somebody, and hopefully he will sell it. So we got Fantastic Four #1. First Marvel team, Fantastic Four first appearance and all that. So that's #2. And like I said, on this list, they have a lot of big boy books. They have a few that are not so big boyish, but you might have to save up for a few months. And they have others that you might have to save up for 6 months or a year. But it is how it depends on how you just got to be patient. Things will come to you, and you just you save up your money. You never know, somebody will post something for sale, and then you got a chance to buy one of these books that I'm saying because you've been saving up, and it falls in your lap. Because X-Men 1 almost fell on my lap. Only issue is it was signed. Not that it was signed by Stan Lee. The issue is that it was CBCS signed, and I've been noticing it's harder to move CBCS books when I need to. So if CGC would have kept the yellow label, I'd have just got it, but they don't. So it was at a great price. That's all I can tell you. Great price, 3.5, signed by Stan Lee. I consider a great price. So I passed on it. T-shirt alone, but Fantastic Four #1. Hopefully the guy I know who has it comes back and he's willing to sell it at the price he told me, because he said at GPA if it comes at that price. And if that's the case, I've saved up almost enough. I should have enough by the time it comes back from grading. Almost enough to have it. So we'll see what happens. The last one, I don't care who you are, don't write on my books. Oh, it didn't bother me that it was signed by Stan Lee, the X-Men 1, but it bothered me that since it wasn't CGC and CGC don't honor their yellow label like CBCS would do for them. That's what kind of bothered me, and I'm like, man, if I want to move this book, I might have to take a little discount. So I gave him a price a little bit lower, and he said he had a sale pending, so I didn't end up getting it. So I'm trying to do this because because I'm not probably gonna have time to do it later, and I'm going out to get a king cake from this place that's about 45 minutes away to an hour away. It's well worth it, so definitely going out there to get that. So we'll see what happens. So this next one is my number one that is hard to find, that I haven't had the opportunity to get, and it's pricey at the other end too. So I don't know if I'll get this book anytime soon. I don't think I'll get this book this year, but it's always going to be #1 until I do. So we got Ninja Turtles #1 first print First appearance in the Ninja Turtles. And like I said, sorry I wrote it on this dinky list. I'm not super neat and super nice. This is like kind of like, you see how it's all rough because I looked at it so many times and I wrote down, I'm scratched stuff out. But that's my ultimate grail. So like if I only get that book this year, this year will be a success. 100% success. But if I get a few of these other books or one or two of these other books, it'll still be a successful year. But the Ninja Turtles #1 first print, man, it's so hard to find. And then when people have them, they ask the price, like I would say they ask the GPA price, and they get it. So that's the only issue. They don't hold on to that book too long. When I notice when people get this book, it is gone. I've had a chance to get two of them. Didn't have the funds at the time. I wish I would have, but you know, the right one will come to me. The right one will come to me. So that's my list. Don't really have anything else to talk about. I can talk about a few things about movie wise that I'm kind of happy that I've noticed, but that's my list for 2018, my wish list. Hopefully I can get one or more books in the future, and I'll keep you guys informed. Hopefully I get lucky enough to get because I'm trying to see. Like I said, I have one that I might be able to get on here soon. And that's probably about it I'm looking at this list and the honorable mentions. Yeah, I only have one. I only have one that I probably can get soon. That'll take a good chunk of my money. It's not the Ninja Turtles one. But if I can get it, at the grade, I'm definitely going to scoop it up because it will keep going up in price. But only thing I can mention as Black Panther, I mean, y'all have heard it, y'all read about it, has sold more tickets than any MCU movie pre-sale. I've been reading more into that, looking more into that, and I just couldn't believe it. So that's why I kept looking into it. But it's that movie. It's going to be very, like I said in one of my videos before, I believe that movie is going to finish in the top 10 of all time. You'll be surprised the power of minorities that will pump money into this movie besides the people who are already going to see it, the loyal fans and everything else. They're going to be people like in a minority as far as the people that look like me or people that look like certain other people I know that will go see this movie and haven't seen a Marvel movie at all. So this movie will get multiple repeats in business. I want to see it multiple times, which I never see usually a movie multiple times unless I see it early in advance and then I see it again to pay for it. But really, once I see a movie, I like to let it marinate, and then once it comes on DVD or streaming, I'll watch it again to get my more thoughts into it. I let it marinate. But this is a movie I'm going to see opening night, February 15th, in Disney. So I was able to get tickets at Disney the day before, but I had to get the 11 o'clock show. So probably won't be no review unless I pop on here and say, this dude, me and my wife walking from the movie saying, what are your thoughts? And do a quick 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I don't even say 10 minutes because 10 minutes is a long time. Do probably a quick 5 minutes saying what are her thoughts and what are my thoughts. And see if I'm so excited to see it a second time like I am now. So definitely will be seeing that multiple times. Probably be my first MCU movie I've seen multiple times besides waiting for it on DVD. So definitely get your tickets if you can for that movie ahead of time because it's sold out where we're going. A lot of places around my area sold out on opening day. So hopefully they have more screenings. They're probably going to open up two or three more theater, screens to do it. But let's see what happens. But like I said, that's my 2018 want/wish list. I don't have anything else to go, so I'm out of here. I'm going to take a trip to get a king cake. Peace.